Welcome all. This is Anupam Laddha from Team Spark, and our problem statement is KVH011, that is Citizen Safety App for Protection Against Cybercrimes. This is the agenda for our presentation. First, we will see the idea and inspiration behind our project. Next, we will move on with the tech stack which we used. After that comes the different features that our app provides. Further, we will move to the flowchart and the novelty part, and lastly, the future scope. As we all know, since the advent of Geo, everyone has access to smartphones and internet. But like all things, there is a catch to it. The awareness regarding cybercrimes and protection for it hasn't picked the pace yet. So we propose a solution in the form of a mobile application which reduces the reliance on different apps or different needs and amalgamate them into a single mobile application. Our tech stack consists of Flutter, which we have used to develop most of our applications, front-end and back-end logic. We have used Java to implement the phone call detection to configure and set Android services so that our application can detect whenever a call is made. We have used Firebase as our NoSQL database as our data is unstructured, and Firebase is a cloud-based application which is highly scalable and process data in real time. Also, we have used TensorFlow Lite, which is a mobile library for deploying models for mobile application, which we have used for detecting if a message is spam or not. These are the various features which our app provides to the user, that is real-time phone call detection and identification as spam or not, real-time fetching of SMS and classifying it as spam or not spam using various approaches. Our app checks for phishing on any link which is clicked by the user and is alerted if found malicious. Also, our app provides a provision to the user to check if a given UPI ID or a blockchain address is malicious or not. Next, we'll move on with the app modules. There are 6 major app modules in our application, that is SMS, phone calls, URL, UPI ID, blockchain address, and cyber awareness. For SMS, we have classified the users into 4 groups. First, we check if the sender is a personal number or a commercial sender. If the sender is a personal number, then we check if it belongs to the user's contact. If yes, then the message is flagged as not spam. If not, then we use a machine learning model which predicts if the SMS is spam or not in real time. If the sender is a commercial sender, and if it is registered, we classify it as not spam. And if the sender is not registered, then it is illegal and the SMS is flagged as spam. In case of URL, when the user clicks on any link on his or her application, the app opens as a default browser and calls an API, which gives a score in response, which is used to classify if the link is malicious or not. Also, we check if the link redirects to other websites, and we check for multi-level phishing. For calls, first we detect the call is made or not in real time, and then we check using our database if it is a spam caller or not spam caller. Also, we provide a voting feature where users can flag a number as spam or not, which help us in decision making. These are the novelty points of our application. All details and processing is done in real time so that the user knows beforehand if the SMS call is sent for malicious intent or not. We also provide a complete phishing detection and alert system which prevents users from dangerous phishing attacks which can leak personal information of the user. Also, other present apps like Truecaller use crowdsourced data for caller identification, which can be forced or incorrect. We propose to use the KYC verified data with the service providers for caller identification. Lastly comes the future scope. We wish to implement a fully fledged messaging application so that the user can use only one app for all his needs. Also, creating multilingual support so that anyone can use our app and provide demo videos so that even senior citizens can use our app without any issues. Along with detecting, we wish to create a comprehensive report which can be used to detect the potential attacker. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I am Kushal Shah and I'll give you a quick demo of our Meri Raksha application developed by Team Spark for the problem statement citizen safety application. So now without ado, moving forward. So here you can see there are 6 sections which are catering to different problems and providing the solution for the same. Now heading first with the mobile number. So here you can see that we have an input where we can enter a mobile number and check whether it's spam or not spam. Also, we can enter a new number and we can also spam ourselves, put the input like it's a spam, mark as spam or mark as not spam. Thus, crowdsourcing coming into play. So now I'll check my own number. So I'll see show report. Yeah, so you can see that it's a not spam account. And suppose I'll check now a spam number. Yeah, putting the spam number here. So we have taken 10 digits, so accordingly doing that. So show report. So here you can see that this number is a spam, as it has a spam count of 50, which is greater than the non-spam count 10. So we have developed an algorithm for marking a person as a spam or not spam according to the votes. And now again I'll vote for a number. So I am voting as it as a mark as not spam, and I'll show the report. So yeah, you can see that one vote has been given to this new number. So basically we have what we have done here, like a person can vote only once, that also spam or not spam, thus avoiding multiple spam votes from a same account for a person. So we have created this solution here. Now doing the real-time detection of a phone number, I'll show the demo for the same. So now I'll show you the SMS part. So here you can see that there are various SMS that are arrived in my inbox, and there are some messages that are spammed, marked as spam, and some which are not. So we obtained the headers of the non-spam accounts from the TRI database, telecom registry, and then if a number is saved in our contact, then we say that it's a non-spam account. And suppose if there is a number which is not saved, then we check the and also it is not registered on the TRI website, then we check the text block in the SMS. And when we see that in this SMS, you can see that we have a bit.ly URL which is confirming that it could be a phishing URL. So we are marking it as a spam message. So here we are catering the SMS part in real time. Now moving on the URL part. So here, if you input a URL, it will check are there phishing attacks or for that URL, and is it safe to proceed with the URL. So here I'll put the URL link, and I'll verify the address. So here it's checking for the address, and yeah, so it is telling me this bit.ly URL which has a phishing attack on the layered part. So in higher layers there could be a phishing attack in this bit.ly URL. So it is telling me it's risky to proceed. So I'll reset it, and now I'll again enter a proper safe URL and check for it. Here you can see that I've entered another URL, and I'll verify that URL, and yeah, so here you can see that it's a proper link, and we can proceed with the URL part. So now what if a particular URL is pressed from a different application? For that we also have catered that in real time. Suppose we are in the Notes application or any other application like WhatsApp, like we are in the Google Doc or anywhere. And if we provide our application the access as a default browser, then our application will intercept every HTTP request and it will check for phishing attacks. So now suppose I'll click on this link, and here you can see that our Meri Raksha application is being seen, and I'll click on that again. And here you can see that the URL has been validating, and if the URL is proper, it will directly move on, and we can view the website. But what if the URL is not safe? So for that we have again a different solution. Yeah, so here you can see that this is a URL that may not be safe as it's a bit.ly URL. It could have higher layer attacks, phishing attacks. So here you can see that this URL is not safe, and thus it seems risky, and it tells that don't proceed. So we'll not proceed and we'll close the app. Now we'll verify whether a UPI address is safe or not. So here you can see that we can enter UPI ID. Suppose I enter Kushal Shah @SDFC, okay, SDFC bank, and I'll verify the address. And yeah, so it is telling me that it's a non-malicious UPI. And suppose I enter a malicious UPI. For that I'll enter malicious UPI, and I'll verify the address here. Yeah, so you can see that this address is malicious. Now moving on to the blockchain address part. Here you can enter the Bitcoin address of various address and verify for the same as well. So now putting a Bitcoin address that is probably malicious. Yeah, so you can see that it is in real time providing me that this address is malicious, and I'm putting a actual existing proper safe address and verifying that address. And yeah, so you can see that this address is safe, and it says non-malicious address. Suppose you want to educate our app users with the ongoing cyber initiatives and how to complain of cyber fraud. For that, we have provided the Cyber Security Initiative tab, where it directs to All India Council for Technical Education's website for cyber hygiene, cyber security, and prevention of cyber crimes. Here, they can view different types of frauds that are ongoing in the world, and also they can learn more about the cyber crime, file a complaint, track their complaint, and further on, they can be jagruk. So we have provided this as well. So so this was the demo for our application, and it solves majority of the problems with the solutions which have real-time validation and verifications, and thus it makes the our app users more safe in the cyber world. Thank you.